Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will share with you my experience working with a mohair yarn. As you can see, they are very fine kind of yarn. So I'm using 3 cakes of them. I got total of 6 balls, but I will use these 3 to get a weight. Also, I'm gonna use this glitter fingering yarn. As you can see, it's gonna give some texture and glitter to the pattern I'm working. This cozy sweater scarf, also called a shrug or wrap scarf, is very trendy right now. It's fun and easy project for beginners. I made this one in a size that fits small and extra small. I added the measurements and sizing details for other sizes in the description below. Based on what I worked before recording the video, using bamboo needles will help. It's much easier than using the metal needles. So I'm going to use 2 pairs. One is 6.5 millimeter needles that I'm going to use later. And I will start the wrist section with 4.5 millimeter needles. I already worked the swatch, and based on what I worked with 10 stitches, I decided to start with 30 stitches for the wrist. Also, I'm going to leave this much for the uh, attaching at the end. And I will consider about 10 centimeter for the tail. I will start from this point to work 30 to cast out 30 stitches. So for the wrist section, I'm gonna work one by one reverse stitch, just simple knit and purl stitches. Now here I have worked about 2 inches. Now for the rest of the 10 inch, I'm gonna work 10 inch of the rib. Every inch I'm gonna add 1 stitch and on both sides, one here, one here, to expand it for the wrist section. For the increasing in the rib, also I have another video, but I'm gonna show just here. For the sleeve, you're gonna work couple of stitches before making your increase stitch. I'm gonna knit 2 stitches here, and then for increasing in one side, I will use this leg of the previous stitch to put on the needle and knit it through the back loop. And this is my original knit stitch. Then I will have 2 knit stitches here, which is totally fine. Later, we're gonna add another stitch and work the pattern. Okay, right here, again, before the last 2 stitches, I'm gonna go to this stitch this time, just get the leg from here and work my another purl stitch. I'm trying to purl from the back loop just to make it a smaller opening here, and then finish the pattern. So you're gonna increase on both sides every inch, every 1 inch up until your stitches are 50 stitches on the needle. Okay, now I had my increase here. I work a couple more rows. It's 1 inch now. I'm gonna make another increase here. I already worked 2 stitches from the beginning of the row. Next, I had 2 netted stitches just beside each other. So what I will do, I will knit one of them, and then here I will create one purl stitch, and that works for the pattern. We're going to work the similar method at the end of the row, and we're going to continue this way for finishing this rib section here. Okay, now I finished the ribbed cuff here. I'm gonna measure right here just to show you what is my length here. I started with 2 inch here and then started expanding it. I have 50 stitches right now and the total length is about 12 inch, I would say. I gave a low stem here. When I first started this pattern, I have doubts about whether it would be easy to work with strands of yarn. Honestly, it turned out easier than what I thought, and the fabric that I got is super cool. Now I'm gonna switch to number 6.5 millimeter needles for the wrist, and we're gonna work the wrist as flat. And for this section, I'm gonna just work a stockinette stitch. At the end of each row, I'm gonna show you a technique that helps you to give better edges. So I will switch to this needle for now, and I will work everything as knit stitches. At the end, I will show you the technique. Okay, now I got to the end of the row. I have 2 stitches left here. So before working those 2 stitches, bring the yarn to the front and slip those 2 stitches to the right needle without knitting. And then when you are starting the next row, knit together those stitches through the back loop. Now there was one decrease here, so I'm using the wrong needle. Now we need to work the because we made a decrease here, we need to increase 1 stitch. I'm gonna just make a yarn over and continue working my row, which is purl row. We're gonna use the similar technique for the end of each row, and that will give you better edge at the end. I'm gonna continue working this flat for about 150 centimeters, something like that. I have to measure, and then at the end when I'm done, I give you the correct measurement. Same here at the end of this row again, yarn is in front, slip 2 stitches. In the beginning of next row, knit them together through the back loop, and just make sure to make your yarn over here and continue to the pattern. Okay, we're gonna see what will look like at the end when I work the body. Now I worked enough length to work the other rib part. The total length for this section for a stockinette was 165 centimeter I worked. It's equal to 65 inches. For the total length plus the rib for the one of the cuffs, it's 195 centimeter. I'm gonna write down all the numbers there on the screen. For this section here, for the width, I'm reaching 15 inches. That's equal to 40 centimeter. By the way, I have a low stem iron, so it's completely flat. Next, I'm gonna switch to 4.5 millimeters to work the other rib uh, cuff. Okay, now we're gonna switch to 4.5 millimeter needles again. Also, we're gonna work as a rib stitch, and we're gonna decrease 10 times 20 stitches on beginning of the row and end of the row in the intervals of 1 inch. So I will keep these two stitches as the side stitches here. I will slip this one, purl or knit this one. These two, number 3 and 4, will be decreased. Same here on the other side. Keep these two stitches and decrease 3 and 4. By the way, my strands ran out. I switched to the new ones. I attached them and I'm gonna work the rest with new yarns. And here is my needle. I slip the first stitch, and by the way, this stitch that I had as a yarn over for the each section I worked, I purled in the previous row just to have it as normal stitch. Now this is, I will start with knit, and then this will be purl. You can work as knitted together here, and later you can work as purl in the return row. It's easier for me, just knit them together, or you can knit and pass it over, whichever works for you, because this is the pattern that is not gonna show the decreases a lot. So I will keep the pattern, knit, purl, and this will be also a knit, and then purl, knit, purl, and at the end of the row again, I'm gonna work one decrease that I will show. Okay, right here at the end of the row, again, number 3 and 4, I'm gonna knit them together, and that's my mid stitch. Later I will knit. This is the yarn over from the previous row. I will purl this one, but I will purl through the back loop, just make a smaller opening right there and finish it. Now again, I will work 1 inch and decrease on both sides and continue until I reach 30 stitches. Right now I had 50. So we're gonna decrease in 10 rows with the intervals of 1 inch. And when I'm done, I will be back just to show the attachment of the cuffs. I just finished binding off and now I'm gonna attach the cuffs. All you need for this pattern, just attach these two parts to each other just to shape the sleeve or cuff. It's gonna be very long ribbed cuff. Here is the face up. I'm gonna use mattress stitch to attach two parts to each other. All you need, first of all, I have the yarn attached to this section. I'm gonna attach it to sorry to the other edge. Now you all need to use the bars beside these lines over here. I'm gonna zoom a little bit. I have another tutorial for mattress stitch, but I'm gonna show here as well. So you have this edge stitch here, and right here there is another one. All you need, you're gonna pick up two bars from each side, and then that will be attached. I attach this section here. I'm gonna start from this part here. You keep one stitch here, okay? don't stitch into that one. And this is my edge stitch. I'm going to come to the bars just beside it. This gives you very hidden kind of attachment, and it looks very professional. It's easy. You're going to just follow these lines here. After you have done a couple of them, just pull this yarn a little bit. Put your finger on here, and this is the attachment. I'm going to continue working the rest, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you make one for yourself. I really enjoyed working on this pattern. I hope you do so. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your knitting time.